Hi, I'm Claire from Chancellor Coaching. Today let's explore the third card in the Major Arcana, known as the Empress card. Now she is beautiful. She is telling us that now is the right time for new projects, new opportunities, time for growth and development, and also time to enjoy the luxury that comes with that kind of energy, that creativity, like opening the door to your imagination and making things happen. It's one of my favorite cards in the tarot, as she allows herself the time and the space to enter a different frame of mind, to really connect to that creative energy of spirit, while also turning it into something here in the 3D that is absolutely abundant and worthwhile. In a relationship reading, it is telling us that it is time to move forward in the relationship with for with the moving forward with the towards the next stage of that relationship, be that pregnancy, and it could possibly be an engagement, but most likely it's creating the masculine, the feminine coming together to create the three, like the three of Empress, and to bring forward that baby, that nurturing energy. Now you could say, Claire, I'm not ready for a baby. So it could just be bringing forward the idea of a new puppy, moving house, moving somewhere where the future is bright and hopeful, and just feeling into that amazing energy. In a relationship reading, as I've said here, it's taking the relationship to the next level, and and knowing that your partner wants the best for you. If you're single and this card comes up, we're talking about getting creative again, connecting back into the passion and purpose of yours, so that you can be amongst other people that shine and radiate that energy back to you. Head held high and feeling really good, feeling like the star of your own universe, and manifest and attract in those who have the same high standards you do. Now, if this card is coming up in reverse, we are most likely attracting in some financial issues, some stagnation, anything that's sort of depleting the energy, the lack of creativity, domestic problems, possibly an unwanted pregnancy, or it could be just way too many ideas. And the spirit world is asking you, just pick one. Please prioritize and just action one, one foot in front of another. So again, that is reverse. If we're looking at health concerns in the Empress, we're looking at things like breast issues, believe it or not. The breasts represent our ability to give and receive, to give nurturing, to to help support other people. And so if we are being suppressed in our ability to give, or we're not trusting ourselves to receive support, that can show up with breast issues, chest issues, where the close relationships are not in your best interests, if that makes sense. It can represent boundary issues, which will show up in the elbow. Think about how much space you take up on a plane. Our elbows represent our ability to maintain our boundaries, maintain our space. So if this card is coming up in reverse, have a look at where your boundaries are lacking. Are you letting people know what's okay in your energy field, and ensuring that other people know what's not okay in your energy field? This is really important when it comes to the Empress, because to be in that safe environment to create means that you need to hold your energy, feel like you're secure, and to be able to have that space to channel in spirit. Okay, so this card, the Empress, can also represent PMT issues, which is feeling like there's a disadvantage being in the feminine body. Battle of the wills, possibly with your mother, or feeling like your parents weren't present with you when you were a child. There's some really interesting unconscious limitations here when any woman is experiencing PMT or menopause or hormonal issues. There tends to be an aspect of ourselves that is rejecting that feminine. And so with your coach, your hypnotherapist, your healer, you can go in and undo some of those limitations, so you're not carrying that forward, moving forward. And the Empress can also represent fertility issues, Now, I've been an egg donor to 2 infertile couples, and so I completely understand that roller coaster of infertility, IVF, and the journey that takes a woman on that emotional roller coaster. So I've also been a hypnotherapist and worked with women who have experienced infertility, and I know from my mediumship abilities, I can see that little one wanting to come forward. But there's an energy block with the woman where maybe she's experienced something in the past where she said to herself, I will never ever have another dad in the house. And fast forward 30 years, she looks towards her husband, and her unconscious mind very, very powerfully has said, we said we'd never have another dad in the house. And so the system floods with cortisol and stress and stops that little one from coming in. It's an unconscious decision that is very, very powerful. And with the use of hypnotherapy, you can go back and undo what was the cause of that decision. You can bring in the resources to allow your unconscious mind to know you were safe now, you were secure, you were an open door for that possibility and the opportunity of that child to come in. And, you know, when I've worked with clients and they've fallen pregnant shortly after that session, it is just phenomenal about how powerful our mind is. And when we work with spirit like that, that creativity, that energy that can come forward just is magnificent. So I've gone off track again, as I do with these videos. Let's have a look at the symbols. Let's have a look at the symbols within the Empress. Now we do have we have the yellow skies. The future is bright and full of hope. Now the Empress is dressed in that loose dress because she is pregnant. We know that that's one of the main reasons why this is a card of fertility, is she represents that feminine creative energy. Whereas the High Priestess was more about that solemn sort of introverted intuition, connecting to the moon energy. This is all about the sun and creating life here on earth. She's dressed in that white, which is that purity and that authority. And she's also got the symbol there for Venus, love, harmony, and protection. She is holding the scepter, which is a representation of the masculine energy, and she knows how to keep her masculine in balance. So that's that's what we need for the creativity. We've got the wheat at her feet there, which represents the nourishment, the mysteries of the seed turning into growth, into what's possible. And she's wearing that crown with the 12 stars, which can represent 12 stars, 12 hours, 12 months, the time it takes to create our hopes and dreams. Just checking in, team. Is there anything else here that we need to bring forward? No, mostly they're talking about the Empress, all about creativity, opening the door to life, and really enjoying that luxury, that abundance, time for new projects, and just, be free to enjoy that energy. I'm Claire from Chancellor Coaching, and I will talk to you soon.